What is good? I mean, what is really good, my people? It is UK, Trotter Brother, dr.blick, the darkest man around. And today, guys, I'm here with OG Dugan. Say hi to the people, man.
What's good, guys? It's Ergy Durgy. How's it going, Blick?
It's going good, man. And today, guys, we'll be doing another Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker video. And today, we're going to be talking about things that you shouldn't expect from Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker. And the first thing that we're going to talk about is, because we kind of set it out in like parts, we're going to go from one part to the next part. That's how we kind of laid it out. So the first part we're going to talk about is the unlikeliness of character creation. So Dugan, what's your thoughts about when people say that character creation should be in the game, and why don't you expect this to be in Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker?
Oh yeah, no problem. Why I don't think it's really gonna be in the game is, I mean, it wasn't shown in the scan whatsoever, so we know it's not the big thing they're pushing. They are pushing like online high-speed ninja action. We said this before, but I mean, this company has branched off from Team Ninja. So, I mean, they've never really been, like, about character creation or really anime games, like, in general. So this being the first one they're tackling, it just doesn't make too much sense for, you know, the first game to have character creation. Maybe in the future once they get the formula down. But, I mean, this is already revolutionizing Naruto games. We haven't seen a Naruto game like this before. So, with that said, I'll let you add to that, Blick.
Okay, I totally agree with you. One of the main reasons why this will not have character creation, in my opinion, is the fact that this game is mainly centered around team battles. It emphasizes the online aspect. It emphasizes using your favorite characters. It emphasizes all of that. So if there were to add character creation, the reason why it wouldn't really flow well is it would just be an additional feature. And when it comes to anime games and making character creation this additional feature like Ultimate Tenkaichi did, is the fact that it pretty much is not going to be as in-depth as it should be. It's pretty much going to be limited, and it's pretty much just going to be a feature that just happens to be there that didn't really get that much love. Because when it comes to character creation, me personally, with anime games, I feel like it should be a vocal point. And to be honest, we already got Xenoverse, so we don't really need another character creation game shoved in our faces again. If you're a Naruto fan and you don't like Xenoverse, me personally and a lot of other people out there, we feel like character creation is not really something that we want, if you know what I mean, like something that we want. Obviously there may be people out there that want it, but me personally, I'm not really a big fan on character creation, and I don't want this game to be character creation, and they're not really pushing it out there like you said, Dugan. So the next thing that's on the list is jutsu clashes. So Dugan, do you feel like jutsu clashes could work, and do you feel like the community should be expecting jutsu clashes in Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker?
Could it work? I think it could, but will it be in there? Should you expect it? Just like character creation, probably not, you know. This is, once again, sort of like, it's not a new IP because it's Naruto, you know, it's already an intellectual property, but this is a new game series from a developer that hasn't tackled Naruto before. I really hope there are, you know, aspects that they're very Naruto-esque. Like, it definitely seems like there's going to be awakenings in this game. So, I mean, that'll be big, especially with the different ways you can wall run. You know, there are elements of Naruto that are very much in this game. But as far as jutsu clashes go, I feel like that, personally, is kind of a stretch, honestly.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Obviously, jutsu clashes will be cool, but it depends on how they do it. Obviously, it could work. Like, they could obviously make it work. But like they did, like what Dims did with Xenoverse, and how they didn't put beam struggles in, I don't feel like this is going to be a vocal point, because they emphasize the whole team battles, working as a team. And jutsu clashes will kind of take away that aspect, because you know how people are when you're playing as a team. People jump in, people try and jump you from behind. And when you're firing an attack or like doing an attack, it doesn't really seem like there's going to be much animation to it. Jutsu clashes is something that is very animated, eccentric, if you know what I mean. Like, it's like you need animation when doing jutsu clashes the way they do it. So So in my opinion, I feel like when it comes to this game doing Jutsu clashes, I feel like they are focusing more on establishing the gameplay, establishing the whole team aspect, and establishing this game first. Jutsu clashes, I could see them doing it in later down the line, or they could even implement it in this game. But me as a whole, I feel like it's a big stretch, and this game is not really emphasizing the visual aspect as well. Let's say what we're gonna say.
Yeah, it does. This game does seem like really sort of real-timey, like Xenoverse, and do things on the fly, and that's one way it does look like Xenoverse, and why I just don't feel like it'll fit. I mean, I feel like there are ways you could do it. You know, you could just have, you know, clashes, beam struggles in any of these games, and just you can't really interfere with the players. You just let it play out. But I don't feel like, you know, with the amount of things they are pushing, there's really like there's not too much room for it, you know?
Yeah, I totally agree with, like, they can make it work. Obviously, we already know that they can make it work, but at this moment in time, I feel like they should focus on other things rather than this, because like I said, this game's not really focused on the visuals, and like you said, real time. And with Jutsu clashes at this point in time, I feel like it would kind of take away the whole aspect of the battle in terms of speed, because it kind of slows down the battle, if you know what I mean, if you get caught in a struggle. Like, obviously you can avoid it. I would like to see it if it could work, but I highly doubt that they'll put it in the game, and it feels like it will fit more of Storm than it would with this, because Storm, like, after you do every combo, there's a cutscene, there's an animation after like every attack. Like when you do a jutsu, it'll feel like it'll fit more of Storm than this. And if Jutsu classes was really in the game, I feel like the first trailer will be a great way to showcase it being in the game, because a lot of people love Jutsu clashes, and that is something that a lot of people would love to see in this game. Say we're gonna say?
Oh yeah, they clearly already have more of a variety of jutsu for the characters, and that's part of the reason I feel like there's not going to be like multiple character skins. I mean, maybe one or two for like characters who have like a lot of have changed a lot throughout the series, like Naruto, Sasuke, really important characters. But I don't think there's gonna be like multiple forms for really any of the characters like in Storm. So yeah.
Okay.
Next point.
Okay, so it's funny you said that, because the next topic we are talking about is a big roster. So when it comes to a big roster, Dugan, what is the likelihood that we're getting a big roster in this game? Because the thing about this game that kind of makes people that kind of makes when people make character wish lists hard is because in Storm they near enough had everybody. Like, obviously they got Ashura and Indra, they got Shikadai, they got Ado Konohamaru, players like that, the people like that did not feature in Storm, that weren't playable. So when it comes to making character wish lists, a lot of people struggle because no one knows what selection of characters that they're gonna pick, because you see Pain, like the Katsuki in it, you see Pain, you see Kisame, you see all of them characters in it, so it kind of makes people iffy to see what characters will be selective. But what is the likelihood of a big character roster in this game? What's your thoughts about this?
Storm is a hard act to follow, that's for sure. Especially when you start saying Ashura, Indra, Adult Konohamaru, you know, fucking Iruka Sensei.
He was still playable as well.
Yeah, so like that's definitely hard to follow. I mean, I feel like just like, you know, and just like with Dragon Ball games, you know, you'll get a great roster one year, and then, you know, when it's a new game, you just not gonna get like, you know, quite the same. But like this, it's team battles, you know, so they're already pushing a different concept, you know. I think we should expect, you know, we'll expect all of the Akatsuki, really. I think we can expect, you know, the you know, 12 Genin, you know, from the original part 1, not part 1 versions, but you know what I mean, you know, the Konoha 11 and shit. I think we can expect really just the basics, you know. I don't expect Ashura and Indra, that's for sure. Maybe we'll get Kaguya as like
Kaguya, bro.
Like,
this man,
way later on.
This man said Kaguya. You're gonna trigger a lot of people. But continue. You said
Why?
Kaguya.
What, Kaguya?
Yeah, you said Kaguya.
Whatever.
No, but continue with what you're saying.
Oh yeah, I don't know. It's like, it just, don't expect Storm's roster is the point I'm getting across. But I think we will, like you said, like a good like 40 people or so.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Like, I can't disapprove that because with the roster, with first anime games, they're not really that big. But with this game, obviously we're gonna expect like Ado, Konohamaru, Shikadai. The reason I'm saying that is because it's Naruto to Boruto, so we gotta have some Boruto characters. So it can't just be like Sarada and Boruto. Like, it's gotta be more characters that have been introduced into the series that a lot of people would like to see. So the character roster is gonna be interesting. Me, based on the way this game is titled, I feel like it's gonna kind of be random, if you know what I mean. You know, rosters that don't really have a structure, that's just legit random characters. So you're just like, where did they come up with these characters? Like, what, like, why this character and not this character? I feel like this game is gonna be one of those games that's gonna have that. And one of the main reasons why I can see that they put the Akatsuki in, obviously they are a big organization in the Naruto universe, but another reason is that when you're talking about team and being as a group, the Akatsuki are probably one of the best people to showcase as a group, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see Taka in this as well, if you know what I mean. And same with Killer Bee and Raikage, people that actually were known as being a team. Like, even Jiraiya and Tsunade and Orochimaru, like this is team aspect, so having people that have worked as a team on this game would actually flow well. So this character roster could end up being random, in my opinion. But
yeah, also, what do you think of the Jinchuriki? How many Jinchuriki do you think we're gonna get? Because I feel like we're definitely not gonna get all 9 of them.
I mean the Jinchurikis.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely not getting, like, because most of them, they're not even, like, other than Naruto and like Gaara and Killer Bee, the rest are not relevant. They're just there.
Very true.
So when it comes down to them, it's unlikely unless they're gonna do a variation of Obito where he has the 10 tails and that. Like, other than that, I don't see it happening, you know what I'm saying? But
I don't think we're gonna get part 1 either. I've said that before.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that. A lot of people do not feel like we're gonna get part 1. If we get part 1, at least we gotta get part 1 Naruto and Sasuke. At least, like at least we gotta get there, because the way they're passing on the torch, it will be more of a monumental thing if you had like Kid Naruto and then like had Kid Boruto, and like that would be something dope, that, in my opinion. But I can see what you mean by that. The next thing on the list is Team Ultimates. So Team Ultimate Jutsus. So what's the likelihood of that happening in your opinion?
That's another thing I feel like isn't gonna quite make it. Just based on the developers, and I mean, we don't have a track record to go on for anime games and how many things like that they're gonna incorporate. Like I'm thinking really a lot. It's really all about the basic combat mechanics and the maneuvering mechanics, and the awakenings, I feel like, are the biggest factors in the combat. There will be ultimates. I definitely hope so. Of course. Unless they truly pull like some Battle Z shit. Which, I mean, it's completely different developers, so I doubt it. But Team Ultimates, I'm not really expecting it. Should it be in there? I feel like that could make it. I mean, it's Naruto, you know, that type of synergy has always been something present in the series between characters, so I feel like it should, but will it be in there? I wouldn't expect it. Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. Like, when it comes to Team Ultimates, in my opinion, it's more so that this game's centered online. So if they're gonna do Team Ultimates, like, in my mind, what I see is Pirate Warriors style Team Ultimates, or even J-Stars. Like, I've not seen a game like this is based on my experience. I've not seen a game that has done Team Ultimates in a way that I like it to be done. But obviously it's possible, but seeing it is gonna be very unlikely. But like anything can happen, you know. Anything can happen. Like, anything can happen, you know. Anything can happen. But the likelihood, don't expect it. Like, there's a lot of things that you shouldn't expect about this game. Like, that's the whole point of me and Dugan making this video, is to enlighten you that this game is exciting because it's something new with Naruto, but there's also a lot of things that you should not expect from this game as well. Another thing on this list is the competitiveness of this game.
So Dugan, do you feel like this game will be like Storm and eventually go to Evo? Let me stop. Them Naruto fans gonna come for my cheeks, bro. I'm joking. But well, give your thoughts, bro.
This isn't gonna be as competitive as Storm, but it's gonna be completely different aspect. I imagine, you know, whoever we can get in a party, if you ever get a PS4, Blick, no rush. And like we have me, you, Vinge, and Flash, or whoever. I feel like it get pretty intense. It could get pretty fucking fun, you know, with friends, and you could be yelling at each other and shit, you know. I just hope it's not as hectic as Xenoverse with like, or you know, I didn't play too much Xenoverse 2, but Xenoverse 1, how like that team battles in that were so freaking crazy. And they were pretty rage-inducing. I just hope this game isn't rage-inducing is the main thing. I don't want to rage.
Me personally, when it comes down to that, I feel like it comes down to how into the game you get into. Because any game, for the most part, in terms of enjoyment aspect, you can start to get competitive with the game you're playing. But in terms of skill gap, in terms of how deep this game's gonna be, obviously I can't really know. Based on what we see, I feel like it's not gonna be more competitive than Storm, because Storm is more of a solo aspect. Like this game feels like, okay, I can't really say feels like, this game looks like it's trying to capture the feel of Naruto more than Storm did. Storm was more so going for a balanced fighter that can actually, okay, Storm really kind of did fail at being a balanced fighter, but you know what I mean. It was trying to go for the more balancing and slight competitive skill gap aspect to it. But this game is trying to go for the more of a Naruto feel, with the whole wall running being a big part of the game, and also with the aspect that having fun with your friends, spending time just having fun with your friends. That's why it says online is required. So if you haven't got any friends, bro, you better start making friends, because you're not gonna enjoy this game to the fullest potential. Yeah, no, like, you're not gonna enjoy it to the fullest potential. But there's one last thing that you brought up that I didn't put on my list, but we can quickly talk about, and that is the story mode.
Oh yeah.
Go for it. Like, how good would the story mode be? Will it be as good as the Storm series?
See, I'm not even a fan of Storm story modes. I hope, like, honestly, I'm expecting this to be mission based. I'm expecting this to be mission based with just voiceovers during the mission. And co-op, every mission can be done co-op online. I think is how I'm expecting this to be, and just a few dozen missions is what I'm expecting, and just you know, some boss battles, some, you know, maybe survival missions. I don't know. It really depends how they're gonna connect it. What I don't want out of the story mode, which could very well end up happening. I don't think it will, though, based on, you know, other Team Ninja games, is that they just, you know, like Battle of Z, you just kind of click through the, you know, and just select the missions. I just think that's even more boring than just running around the map, like, where you're so restricted, like in Storm, if you know what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Like,
or like that generic Burning Blood story mode.
Yeah,
like,
Burning Blood had the worst story mode in my opinion. I hated that
if
story
they can
mode.
just mesh it well, if they can mend it well to where it's like you can just blast through the whole thing in, you know, a couple days with a friend or two, like that, I feel like that'd be the ideal way to do it.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Like me, I feel like when you said mission based, it really reminded me of Xenoverse missions, like in terms of story, in terms of missions. But I don't want it to be like that, because that gets really competitive and really boring. What I would like to see when it comes to the story mode is like you said, a mission based, but more of a structured co-op story mode sort of thing. So like obviously there'll be a cutscene. You do certain parts of the story if they want to implement that. But if they do something like that, that would be really fun to play through, and I feel like a lot of people enjoy it. For the most part, the story mode is not going to be that amazing. Like me personally, I love the Storm story mode. I know Dugan's not a big fan of it, but me, I love the Storm story mode, and in my opinion, the Storm story mode has one of the best, like, well done story modes in out of the anime games, because of the way it's structured. It gives a lot of variety, like compared to all the other ones. So with this, don't expect that level. If you want a good story mode, That's Naruto. The Storm series is there. You can play Ultimate Ninja. You can play Rise of the Ninja. You can play Broken Bonds. All of those games are gonna have better story modes than this game. This game is heavily centered around online. So in terms of story mode, I reckon
we might get something like Titanfall. If you've ever played Titanfall, like we might end up with just bare minimum story mode. This is how you play the game. You do it for a few missions. Now have fun online. Like,
yeah.
Honestly, that's what I'm expecting most of all.
Yeah,
that, and then just go ham. You know, like J-Stars. You know, just it's all about the fun of it.
Yeah, like,
but it'll be more balanced.
Like this game is really reliant on how enjoyable it is. So hopefully the combat is good. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys see that there are stuff that you shouldn't expect from this game. And if you guys feel that we're wrong, put that down in the comment section below. Give us a reason why we are wrong, because you can't just say no because of no. Like, just give us a reason why we're wrong, or like if you feel like there's other stuff not to expect, let us know as well down in the comments. And as a whole, this game, I'm looking forward to it. It's interesting, but as a whole, we got to keep ourselves grounded because we've been disappointed with so many anime games that have come out. So yeah, make sure you guys check out Dugan. His channel link will be in the description below. I highly recommend it. You would see a lot of clutch matches in Burning Blood, and also some One Piece explained videos if you're into that stuff, and also other anime content as well. Where you covering Shinobi Strikers, Dugan, on your channel?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of strikers.
Okay, so you'll see that as well on his channel. But as a whole, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So let me just wrap up this video. So please comment and subscribe. I know I say this all the time, but at the end of the day, I'm just saying, please leave a like, rating, enjoy this video, and yeah, this UK Chocolate Brother will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Peace. 20 minutes.